Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jennifer Fawn. I do weekly tarot readings. I channel the information. I don't use the traditional meaning of the tarot. I do not show the cards because I don't use the traditional meaning of the tarot, so to me it seems pointless. I hear, see, feel, and know the story just by putting the cards down. So for example, I may get the same card in two different readings and it means a completely different thing. So I think that's my little spiel. I started to realize when I was filming videos, I really wasn't talking much about me or like what I'm doing. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. You could be doing the same thing in your life. Being a little bit more mindful about, you know, what you are doing and what you bring and you. Maybe you weren't really aware of like you in a lot of things around you. Please do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. I love hearing the feedback. If this resonates with you, please leave a comment down below. I try to respond to everyone. Happy Halloween. I am a moon goddess. Hello. And let's just get into your reading. You know what I mean? I keep saying that card. There's very much an energy of like maybe something is ending that you feel stuck or bound to, and like starting over or like a new cycle. 3 more shuffles for Scorpio. My hands are like black stained. I guess it's from my costume skirt. All right, what was that? One more. I feel anxious, I feel energized. I don't know if it's good or bad yet. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. What is going on here, Scorpio? Give me a second. All right, I don't know. This feels very confusing to me. It feels very much like things are falling apart, or you're jealous. It's almost an energy of like you want things to fall apart, or you want things to go badly, or this could be like an energy that you feel towards someone else. Like you could be looking in on someone else and just be like sending them bad vibes and like hoping it falls apart. It could be a situation where like maybe someone got a job, but you don't really want that job. So you're like hoping that things fall apart. It's almost like this, it's like this secretive, almost shady kind of energy where behind the scenes, you really hope something falls apart, but you're not actually saying that out loud. It's like wishing and hoping for it. And this could be you, or this could be the person you're dealing with, but it doesn't feel good. It feels like shady. It feels shady. Because it almost feels like it's like a two-faced energy. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like somebody is in your face like, oh yeah, that's great, that's wonderful, that's really nice, or like, I'm really proud of you, or but behind the scenes they're like talking so much shit. It feels very two-faced. Why, Scorpio? Let me just say, without feeling any further into this, if this is you or someone you're dealing with, that is never a good energy to have, because if you can't wish people genuinely well without talking shit or being two-faced, you just create a lot of that for yourself. You create a lot of superficial relationships. you create a lot of that. Like, if you can't be genuine and real, or you're jealous or insecure, and you smile in people's faces, and then behind closed doors, you just can't wait to shut the door so you can talk shit, because that's very much how it feels. Somebody could be doing this to you, or you could actually be doing this, and it is Scorpio new moon energy, and maybe this is something that you don't see about yourself, or maybe you are starting to see, like I said in the beginning of the reading, you're starting to be a lot more aware of like what you're creating in your life and the energy that you bring to people. And let me just say, for me, myself, I know this, like, if somebody's smiling in my face, I read energy. Energy never lies. So you need to be careful, because if you're in someone's face and you're smiling this and that, and then behind, like, I would know that. I would pick up on that. I would pick up on the fake energy. I would pick up on, I would be getting the imagery of like you talking crap, or I would just feel the fakeness or the fraudness. Maybe you're sensitive and you're feeling the fakeness and the fraudness of people. Maybe they're talking behind your back. Maybe they are smiling in your face and not really supporting you genuinely. But I just want to say, like, be the energy that you want to create for your life, because there may be like situations in the past or currently in your life where you do that and you think it's like okay because like you don't like the person and oh well, whatever. But like, it should still matter whether you like them or not. You should still wish people well and good no matter what, because that's what you want. This just feels like, I feel like a mom, like being very stern with like my daughter about like who they are, and like maybe reminding them of this exact thing, or like saying like, I really don't like when you're like that, or this really isn't serving you, this behavior, like this needs to stop, you need to change, because it feels very much like that, like an authority type energy. Like one energy feels mature and the other one feels very immature. You could be in a relationship with someone who like you don't want them to have any other relationships besides you. It could be that very obsessive, possessive energy. And like, so you just talk crap on all their friends and all their friends' girlfriends and all their friends' parents. And, it just seems like if you're in a partnership with someone, that person may be looking at you like they don't have anything to say about anything nice to say about anybody. Like all they do is talk shit. What do they say about me when I'm not around? Like that kind of energy. Like, you just always have something negative to say, or somebody around you always has something negative to say about everything. And that just feels so draining. It's almost like you can't be happy for anybody else. And the reason why is because you're not genuinely happy yourself. How can you genuinely wish other people well and genuinely wish other people happiness and genuinely wish other people success if you can't give yourself that? If you're not feeling those things for yourself, you're never going to be able to do it for anybody else. So it's a reflection of yourself, actually. You're reflecting outward back to yourself how you're really not okay. And maybe it's just time to take the mask off, because I'm feeling either you need to be having more fun or you are having more fun. There's something about an energy of like needing more of that. Or maybe you're just a cranky, miserable person because you just feel like you're looking into everyone else's life and it seems like everyone else is doing better, has more, is having more fun, is doing more stuff. But let me just say, if you're in that energy too, like create better for yourself. Stop looking in on other people and start working towards your goals. And stop judging yourself so harshly, because if you're judging other people that harshly, I am aware, I'm aware of this because, this is something I've dealt with for a really long time, is judgment and criticism and people being misunderstood. But I know that if someone's coming at me really hard and judgmental and critical of who I am, it's their issue. Like they're having an issue. And maybe you should watch my new moon in Scorpio reading, because that's kind of like a message I feel like I said in there, where like it's really letting go of other people's judgments and criticisms of you that don't serve you. But I have enough awareness to know that like if someone's, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Don't get me wrong. I still have an emotional response to that because, I'm a feeler. So it's not that it's not going to hurt. It's just, it makes it burn a little less when you know, like, they're just ugly on the inside, and all that hate that they're directing towards me, it's very much the same way that they communicate with themselves, and that makes me feel sad and sorry for them. When someone's so critical and judgmental and two-faced and talking crap behind people's backs and I'm witnessing it, I usually have the overall energy of like, wow, I feel really bad for them. They're just really not in a good place. No matter how they're presenting themselves to the world, when you sit and you put that much energy into talking about other people, you're not satisfied within your own life. And maybe that you need to go out and have more fun, or you need to go, you know, focus on your own life, find ways to make yourself happy. You could be just feeling an overall jealous energy that like other people are doing well, or I don't know how to, it feels two-faced. It just feels like a two-faced energy, like whatever this energy is, like it's not something that I would want to be around or be friends with. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe you're either realizing that about yourself, this part of yourself that you don't like, that you feel like has served you for so long, like maybe you thought it was a way to protect yourself, but it's actually just making you feel really alone and down and depressed and sad and alone and down and dark and depressed and sad. That's what I'm getting. It's very, and you could just be smiling at everyone, pretending life's great and you have the greatest life, but really you're just not. Deep down inside, you're not okay. You're really not okay. I don't care. This could be somebody that you're dealing with or you. It very much feels like whoever I'm talking to or is watching this is like the energy you're feeling, and maybe you're hiding that inside, and maybe you are criticizing or judging other people's choices in life instead of focusing on your choices and the things that you do and what you do wrong or what you do right or what you are doing or what you are not doing. It's like, it's almost like a distraction. It's almost like you're trying to distract people from what you aren't or are doing. It's not coming from your heart. It's coming from a place of fear. I don't know what's going on. It feels very confusing. I want to say maybe it's like you lost somebody or something, or a situation or a person or something, it didn't go your way. And maybe they said all this to you about yourself. Maybe someone confronted you and was just like, you're a really nasty person. The way you talk about people is not okay. And that really made you go inside yourself and have that moment of like, oh my God, I really do need to change. And I almost feel like even in that moment, if you had it, you wouldn't acknowledge that the person was right. Like there's this very ego energy here where it's like, you can't let other people be right. And even if they are, it's like, you wouldn't allow them that. It's like this sense of like still feeling like I need to be in control all the time. Like I need to get the last word. I'm always right. It's a very like superior feeling. And it's almost like the immature energy that I'm feeling is the one with the superiority energy. Not the mature energy is just kind of like trying to show and guide like, hey, this is like not okay. Let's change this. You can do better. You're better than this. But the immature energy is just like, I'm better than yeah. I feel frustrated. I feel annoyed. I feel confused. I feel angry. I feel done. I feel sad. This could be a cycle you've been going through a lot in your life. Like, it has this obsessive possessive feeling. And I feel like it's like you get really, really extra, like forceful and extra superior and all-knowing and possessive and obsessive because you're not getting what you're really craving. And what you're really craving is just like closeness with someone, closeness with people. And it's almost like because you're creating situations and relationships for yourself where you're not creating closeness or vulnerability with people because of what you do behind closed doors. That's almost how it feels. Like you can't have all this happiness and all this stuff for yourself because you don't have the space to allow anybody else to feel that or have that, or you get upset when other people are having that or feeling that. So it's like, but that's all you really want. But you got to give that to yourself. Like, if you can't give that to yourself, nobody can give it to you, and you'll never be satisfied. You need to really be vulnerable, and you really need to stand in your destructive behavior, is how I want to say it. There's a very destructive, self-serving, but not actually serving behavior here that is actually maybe pushing everything that you really want in your life away from you. It doesn't feel like a magnetic force, like it's pulling good things in. It's like it's pushing all the good things away. And you'll know what that is for you, because I don't know. It's just, that's the picture I'm getting. It's everything's rushing out. It's not coming into me. It's almost like I'm just putting this wall around me and pushing everything good out, and then wondering and being upset and crying, like, why is my life like this? I don't have any friends. No one likes me. I'm alone. This is my only person. Or I don't have any fun, or feeling very secluded, or not. Yeah, like it's this very lonely feeling, but it's like you're not seeing that you're making it that way. I'm also getting like you're not aware of the way you speak to people. Like the way you speak to people can be very cold and hurtful. And it almost feels like the hypocrisy. Like if someone were to speak to you that way, you would like lose your shit and like be really angry and act out in anger. But it's like you can't even see that like you do that to people. And people that you do that to are supposed to just bite their lip, swallow, and eat it. It's almost like that kind of energy. Like, it's okay for me. I can be and do and act however I want, but you're not allowed. That's how it feels. But in that energy of you not allowing other people to express themselves and be themselves, and you're not allowing that for yourself either. You're just shutting all the doors around you. You could have been in a place where you felt like everything was about to be really good, and you did something like this and it just shut everything down. Like that's how it feels. It feels like very abrupt. It feels very sudden. It feels very shocking. It feels very, but it's almost like the universe created this situation for you because it needs you to see you. It needs you to see you in all of this. It needs you to stop looking outside and see you and how you're a player in this and what you are bringing to the table and how you are the person that you would hate to meet. It feels that way. It feels like if you met yourself, you wouldn't want to be friends with you either. That's literally the energy I feel. It feels like you don't even like yourself. Like you don't like who you are. And it's like, ask yourself this. If I went out and I met somebody like me, who spoke like me, who acted like me, who did what I do behind closed doors, was the kind of friend that I am to people, would I want to be friends with myself? And I feel like the answer is no. You may know this already, but that's how it feels. It feels like you need to look at yourself. You need to look in the mirror. You need to get real. You need to get real with yourself. You need to get real with the things that you do. You need to get real with the destructive patterns that you do in your life. You need to like start loving yourself, accepting yourself, changing your behavior, being all the things that you want in people and friendships. Be vulnerable, be kind, have people's back, be genuinely supported. This word genuinely keeps coming up. Like it's fake. There's like a fraudness, a fakeness to it. Like I'm playing. Maybe that's why I got the energy of playful or fun. It's like that. Like you're in a play. You're just playing a part. Scorpio, I hope that this makes sense for you. I hope it resonates. I hope that it does whatever it's meant to do. I don't know, you know. But thank you so much for watching. And happy Halloween again. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.